Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is a timeless collective reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you were just intuitively guided here, I'm sure there's a message for you as well. Okay, I have your oracle cards pulled. There's a super exciting message coming through, so let's jump right in. The first three cards that came forward for you were Lucky, Safe Travel, and Time. Spirit is saying it's time for a change of scenery. If you feel now or in the near future any kind of inspired impulse or urge to go somewhere new or try something new, do it. Do it. Act on it. Don't overthink it. Don't think yourself out of it. Just do it. Make it happen. There's something so important for you right now about this kind of spontaneous new movement. When you do this, you're inviting in this lucky, expansive energy. Some kind of positive change or incredible opportunity is going to come your way as a result of this. You couldn't predict what it will be. That's part of the magic of it, is that it's unexpected, okay? Doing this is going to align you with the energy of divine timing. I just feel like it will shift you into a new paradigm in some way, where everything flows so much more smoothly. Things are going to start adding up or working out in this incredible way. Everything will unfold exactly as it's meant to, when it is meant to, if you act on that urge to move. Now, at the bottom of the deck, underlying everything, is spiritual cleansing. There's some heaviness here that you're in the process of releasing. You're experiencing this kind of dawning awakening that something has run its course, something is not working for you anymore, I'm hearing something is tired, something is old, and you're starting to let it go. This could be physically releasing something or someone, or it could just be an emotional kind of purging that's happening. This is heavy. It is a little bit heavy. And so I feel like Spirit is just coming forward to confirm, if you intuitively know that you've got to release something in your life, internal or external, this is your confirmation. Yes. And it may not feel comfortable, but you're doing it. And your intuitive knowing is correct. Okay? In order to support yourself in this really profound cleansing, releasing process, the best thing you can do is take that inspired action. Go somewhere new, do something new, okay? Do not hesitate. Spirit is saying, do not hesitate. Be spontaneous. Let's go into tarot. I am using Tarot of the Nile for you. So ancient Egypt could be significant, or there are scarab beetles on the backings here, so scarab beetle could be important for you. All right. Show me Aries, please, Spirit. Just show me the collective of Aries right now. Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, yes. This is self-intimacy and self-union. You're coming closer to your own heart and your own soul. You're feeling more connected, just all around within yourself. Self-union. This is also heart healing energy, potentially union between your masculine and feminine selves. Your masculine and feminine energy are working more in harmony now. This means if you're feeling an intuitive knowing or impulse about something, your masculine is right there ready to respond. So this would practically look like you feeling inspired to go on a day trip somewhere. You just know that you're called to do it. Can't explain it, you just know it. That's your feminine. And then your masculine would be like, okay, let's make it happen. Do we need to get a pet sitter, a babysitter. How do we need to rearrange our schedule? Like practically, I'm going to make it happen. I love this. Two of Swords. You've got a big decision to make. Maybe experiencing greater union, wholeness, and intimacy within yourself is almost forcing you to reconcile with the fact that you have a big decision to make. The World, well, that goes right back to the spiritual cleansing card. You're at the ending of something. Something is wrapping up. A cycle is wrapping up as we speak. You're in the ending. And taking this impulsive, inspired action to move, do something new, try something new, it's part of what's going to help you to conclude this cycle and release in some way. What are the two things that Aries is trying to decide between? Clarify this Two of Swords, please, Spirit. What are the two things that Aries is trying to decide between? Just give me one. Okay, Page of Wands. This is feeling lit up and inspired and curious, connected to your home element of fire. And there's the other one. Okay. And Three of Pentacles. But I have work to do. I have work to do. I have like these obligations to other people. Maybe my, obligation, work could be getting in the way of you following your spark or impulses, right? So it's almost like you may be feeling like you have to choose between inspiration and work, or a new path and old obligations in some way. But the Two of Swords in tarot often indicates that there's a third option you're not seeing. Okay, take it if it resonates. There could be a third option here, the middle way. Can you follow your impulses and this new path you're being called to take while not dropping everything, but finding that balance between responsibility and inspiration? Can you do that? Maybe, maybe not. It's just something to think about. What's the challenge that Aries is facing? What's the challenge that Aries is currently facing, Spirit? The Star. Well, something feels maybe distant to you. Something that you want potentially feels out of reach, or maybe even impossible. Let me just channel right through it. There's a kind of detachment here between you and what you want. What you want almost feels separate from you somehow. The Moon? Or no, the Eight of Cups. But I said the Moon. It looks like the Moon card almost. But it's the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from something. This is letting something go. Emotionally concluding a cycle. The Magician. And there's that star again in the Magician card. In the sky above him, the star going back to the Star card. Okay. Now putting it all together here. You're ready to make a gigantic shift from just dreaming about something to doing it. In order to make that shift, you've got to do this releasing. There's a difference between, thinking about doing something, wishing for something, dreaming for something, and taking direct inspired action. This could even be taking action on that feminine knowing, right? You're certainly ready to do that if you're not doing it already. But this Eight of Cups, this heaviness, walking away from the emotionally unfulfilling thing. That's the key. That's the key here. That's what will bridge the gap between wishing for something, wanting something, and actually channeling it into the physical. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What is it that Aries needs to walk away from? Okay, we got two. Ooh. The Fool and the Five of Wands. Look, this is you, the Fool, having concluded a cycle, trying to give yourself a fresh start, literally walking away from the Five of Wands. So this is conflict. This is either bickering within yourself, you being indecisive about something or being pulled in different directions, or this could be external energies. Or both. Always, if there's external conflict that you continuously find yourself enmeshed with, it's a reflection of the internal conflict. This part of you that says, I really don't want to be part of this anymore, but I'm going to be a bad person if I walk away, or whatever, right? So there's always internal stuff being mirrored. But for a lot of you, if not most of you, I feel like this Five of Wands is external energies. It could go back to the Three of Pentacles. It could be a work situation that's kind of hectic, or just other people that are like so wrapped up in their own heads, they're not really considering whether or not you're happy or okay. You're ready to walk away from it, though. I think you're seeing it for what it is. Going back to this kind of dawning awareness I was picking up in the spiritual cleansing card. You are seeing it for what it is. You're ready to do this. What's the advice? Advice for Aries spirit. Temperance. The middle way. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful confirmation. It's exactly what I was saying with the Two of Swords. There's a middle way here. There's some kind of balance that you can strike between setting out on a new adventure and the responsibilities that you have. Temperance is also an invitation for patience with yourself. You're healing from something. You're healing from whatever you're letting go of. Healing takes time. It just does. So don't try to rush your healing or pressure yourself into feeling good if you don't, right? This is an invitation to be really, really gentle and patient, and allow your own healing to unfold in its divine timing. If you don't pressure it, then it will automatically, right? The Temperance card can also indicate that it might be time to start working with your spirit guides more consciously and intentionally / daily. Archangel energy is also really important for you. I'm hearing meditating on angel energy in some way. And again, there is a third option. Right here. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. I mean, it just feels like you're sitting on wealth. You're sitting on the frequency of abundance. You've already accumulated it in some way. You've already put in the work to create some kind of abundant situation for yourself. So recognize that. Recognize just how far you've come. Feel proud of yourself. If you don't already, you should. You should absolutely feel proud of yourself and enjoy what you've created already. Okay? You could be literally sitting on wealth, in a very physical sense, or this could just be energetically. You've kind of built up your energetic potential for abundance, or you've built up your internal alignment in some way, and now maybe that energetic abundance is ready to materialize. But the Nine of Pentacles is Spirit saying, enjoy what you have. Seven of Wands. I feel like this is defending yourself against that Five of Wands / that Three of Pentacles. You know, people are coming at you. I'm like, hey, over here. You've got things to do. Don't forget about this. Me. Right? And Spirit is saying, nope. Oh, it's interesting that I just did that, because this is the traditional symbol in the Two of Swords, which you have in your general energy. She's going like this, holding the two swords, hands crossed over her heart. That's interesting. There's an invitation here for you to defend your heart, maybe for you to protect your own heart and your own energy. And part of striking that balance and finding that middle way may be saying no to some people. Like, yes, I can do this, but no, I actually can't do that, right? All right, let's get a journal prompt for you. Journal prompt for Aries. I apologize if you can hear my tummy rumbling. It's done it a few times. It's almost lunchtime here. I am ready for food. Okay. Ooh, number 1. And you had the Magician, which is also number 1. What are you afraid to admit to yourself? What are you afraid to admit to yourself? Yeah, have fun with that. Answer that question for yourself and see where it takes you. Maybe you're afraid to admit that you have to say no to some people, or you're afraid to admit that the direction that you're being called is taking you away from something you've been connected to for so long. You're afraid to admit that, I don't know, well, you're at the end of something. I feel like you're on the edge. You're like literally on the cusp of admitting whatever this is to yourself. You're right there. You may deep down like already know it, but Spirit is just saying it's time to speak it. It's time to like admit it out loud to yourself, not just keep it, in your mind. Let's get a closing message from a compendium of Witches Oracle. Closing message for Aries Spirit. The Unbound, number 26. Beautiful. All right, let's see what the guidebook says. Freedom, ambivalence, mirth, and candor. She dreams in the green depths of the river and of the cosmic anaconda swimming smoothly in its current. As she dives in to join her, she realizes her body is that of an otter. This playful animal lives between land and water, just as a shaman lives between the human world and that of spirits. The process of marking a clear outline can offer clarity, but it can also be constrictive. And so the unbound represents our ability to think beyond limits. Rejecting definitions can be freeing once we overcome the feeling of disorientation. Well, maybe that's what you're afraid to admit to yourself. You're being called into a new world, a new realm, new fresh energy, something unknown, and that can be a little bit disorienting. And so there might be some resistance there. It's a little scary. So I feel like that message is just don't constrict or confine yourself. Do not limit yourself in any way. Don't let other people limit you. Don't limit yourself with your own thoughts. Now is the time to embrace this expansive energy. This, lucky card is associated with Sag energy and Jupiter. Yeah. It's time to free yourself and follow those impulses. Get that fresh energy, that change of scenery. Okay? It may seem like, yeah, what's the use of that? Nothing's gonna come of it, but you don't know. You don't know. Spirit is saying something powerful will come of it. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Aries. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. As always, I will put this journal prompt in the description box along with several others, so be sure to check them out. They'll help you to process everything and take your inner work a little bit deeper. I'll see you next time. Bye.